Thanks, boys. Jonathan, great to have you here. Very funny. Nice job, and congratulations.
Pleasure to be here.
Grew up in New Jersey?
Yep. Yeah. Actually, I went out for Mother's Day and was in Jersey, saw my parents. My dad says hello.
Oh, good. Tell Dad I said hello as well.
Well, he says hello to people he doesn't know. He's just your basic dad. He has no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
You know, he's never done any drugs, but he's burnt beyond recognition. My mother and he, they've been married for almost 40 years.
40 years?
Yeah, and he calls her honey or sweetheart because he has no idea what her first name is.
Right. Do you have a big family, a lot of brothers and sisters?
A brother and a sister, yeah. And my parents are teachers, and actually, they gave me the real sort of importance of education. I would never miss a day of school. Actually, I didn't miss a day of school because I just didn't want to miss the day. You ever get that feeling? You're like, I'm going to miss the day. I'll go to school the next day, I'm going to go, you were sick yesterday? We had an assembly. Yeah. And Zeppelin played.
Let's see, now what? All right, excuse me, Jonathan, we have to do a commercial, and then we'll be right back.
Yeah, boy, I've been doing stand-up comedy a long time. Started out in 5th grade. Math class. Had my feet up on a desk, and the teacher said, do you do that to the furniture in your own home? And I said, we don't have a crappy desk like this in my home. No, I never said anything like that. I made that up completely. We weren't cool like that. Man, I saw a girl we liked, you know, be like, there's Susan. Let's go throw stuff at her. Worst was going out with my parents. I couldn't even walk normal. 14, couldn't walk normal when I was with my parents. My parents were in front of me, I'd walk like... I can't believe they're my parents. They are so queer. My father is wearing sandals and socks. And the worst was my dad didn't know I didn't like to be seen with him. He'd see my friends, he'd be like, son, it's your friends. Yoo-hoo. Parents are not cool. But you wouldn't want it to be cool. You wouldn't want cool parents, you know? You're like 18, Dad's like, you going out? Solid. All right, son, it's 8 o'clock on a Saturday. We want you in Wednesday. Now, don't come in this weekend, because your mother and I, we're going to have a party, get naked, play Twister with the neighbors, okay? So... Have you ever called your dad for a ride home? Try this, Dad, I need a ride home. Hello, Dad. You need a ride. Let me put your mother on the phone. She knows what's going on. Because Dad doesn't know where you are, where you want to go, when dinner is, if the family owns a car. Mom knows. Mom knows when dinner is, where the car is, who's related to who, when the weddings are. Dad just tries to get dressed, be there on time. Dad gets back on the phone with some wacky plan. Tell you what, why don't you take a cab home? Okay, Dad, I'll take a cab. You got enough money for a cab? Yeah, I do. Because if you don't, I could drive down to give you the money. You could take the cab back. How about that? No, Dad, I love you, but you scare me. I'll parachute in. Take care. Moms are great. Everything my mother ever did to me sticks with me to this day. Like my mom had theme music to clean the house. Whenever she vacuumed, she listened to Barbra Streisand music. What's really weird is now if I'm out somewhere and I hear Barbra Streisand music, I lift my feet. I'm going to pay Mom back for everything she ever did. Like someday I'm going to have a house of my own and my parents are going to come over for dinner and they're going to bring me some nice little painting, a little print, you know, and they're going to go, this is a painting for you. We really like it. It's not framed, but we'd like you to have it. Why don't you put it on the living room wall? And I'm going to go, no, Ma, I think I'll put it on the refrigerator door. See how you like it. Because that's what they used to do to all my artwork. And then my relatives would stand around and look at it. What is that? Well, it's some artwork. Our son painted it. He says it's a duck. Why, your son is hallucinating. That's because they're adults. They got no idea what it is, just a bunch of colors and lines. But another 5-year-old, he could walk right through the kitchen and go, hey, nice duck. I'm going to get married and have kids one of these days. And I'm going to be a great dad because I love children. I'm never going to say things to my kids like, eat all your vegetables because there are people starving in India. My mother used to say that. She'd make Brussels sprouts. She'd say, eat all your Brussels sprouts. There's people starving in India. I think that's why I don't want to grow up, because she put too much pressure on me when I was little. That's a lot of pressure when you're a little kid. I wish I'd said, Mom, I'm 4. Let's focus on me. How about looking at it this way? When you make Brussels sprouts, there's people starving right at this table. Visited my mom's mom recently. That was fun. I visited my grandma. She lives down in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, in the big grandma building down there. I went to see her. I hadn't seen her in 10 years, and I went in, I buzzed the buzzer, and Grandma came out, and we talked a little while, and she gave me that big smile and a big kiss, and then she gave me an envelope with $10 in it. And then we talked some more, and then we looked at pictures in the family photo album, and then I realized it's not my grandmother. So I didn't know quite what to do. I figured I should just leave, you know, avoid unpleasant circumstances, and so I left. But I kept the $10. And then I went next door and I told the next old lady she was my grandmother. And she gave me $10. Yeah, in 3 days I made $18,000. Thank you. You've been an absolute pleasure.